Hey everyone. Alright, so got a few projects here done. Well, for the most part. Took off the clutch off of this one. Had the Norm Star clutch on it. And oof, is supposed to be rated 13 to 18 horsepower. This here is the Predator 420, and it fried that thing like an egg. Oh, matter of fact, let me show you. There it is. Let's see here. So, look at that. Oh, it's supposed to be that color, but it fried it like an egg. It sure did. We'll flip that. Look at that. Wow. Actually, that ain't right. There's grease on there. Ah, look at that. Okay. I think I know what happened there. But for now, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. What a friggin' mess. Good God. Okay. Well, now I know what happened to that. I should have taken a look at that earlier. Good. Alright, so anyhow, I put on here a 30 series torque converter with this well, let me get over here, this torque converter cover that I made. I put vents in it so it gets better airflow. Modified the frame to run it. It's actually pretty strong. It doesn't look very good, but it's strong. Oh boy, is it strong. Yeah, alright, so this is one of the projects that I got done. I don't like the belt that's on this thing. It's not working right. Something's not right about it. I mean, 30 series, my guess is it's a crap kind of torque converter. It's like junk. But hey, whatever, right? Got all this plywood here. Actually, it's kind of like a paneling plywood. Anyhow, these here are going up here. Got a little air compressor up there that I rebuilt. It was all seized up. I got it unseized and working perfect. Actually, it works better than my other two that I have. So anyhow, these panels will go all the way back. Then I'll put up a wall here. That'll be covered. It'll go basically all the way to right there. All the way over. Got a door up here that leads into it. Blah, blah, blah. Ladder that I built going up to the door. Now this ladder here, it's not removable. You know, once I get it all done, well actually, this will be the way to get up into this part, this whole entire area up here. It'll be kind of like a rest and relaxation kind of area, if that makes any sense. All right, so that's one of the projects. Here's another one. I'm making a smoker. It's basically an offset smoker. This here used to be a water tank, not a water heater, a water tank. There's no heating elements or anything, it just held water. Kind of weird. So that's another project that I got going on. This here is another project that I got going on. This here is also an offset smoker. A cheap one, an old one. My parents gave it to me several years back, and I went through it and cleaned it up, but it and just ended up rusting. So I'm getting it all cleaned up. Um, I put on wheels. This thing was a real pain, and the wheels that it was on there is just awful. I thought the thing was going to fall apart. The legs were jiggly, wobbling everywhere. So I welded the legs on and welded on an extension. Put on cut off the wheels that was, I believe they were, yeah, they were back there. This side didn't have any wheels at all. It's just a piece of pipe going straight into the ground. I had to dig out a lot of dirt out of it. So got that done. Well, almost. I need to bring a piece of pipe going across here, over there, over there. Anyhow, I'll get to that later. This here did not have a seal on it, so I put one on. I had to order this. Should have ordered the Lava Lock brand seal, but this here will work just fine. For this here, I can't use that type of seal. This part is the cooker. This here is the firebox. So this here will take a different type of seal, more like a carbon fiber, kind of like what you use on the exhaust, kind of like that. And that will go, you have to glue it on, get this kind of like a high heat epoxy kind of stuff, and put it on going around like that, and makes it so that it'll seal up. Also, I have to, in here, the door, there is no stop, no seal. So I have to make one and put one in. Also, the hole for the firebox is way too big. I mean, that thing is massively big. It's like twice the size it should be. So I got this really thick, heavy-duty flat stock piece of metal, and tomorrow I will measure it, cut it, and weld it in. It'll basically cover about half. It's perfect size. The table, I put that on. It's not the greatest, but it'll work. I have some temperature gauges that one will go basically right about here. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this thing used to have a name on it. I'll have to take a look at that, closer look at that later. I never noticed that before. Huh, ain't that something special? Anyhow, moving on. So, I have some Lava Lock temperature gauges. One will go here, and one will go right about here. This here is way up at the top. You can't measure the heat at the top. Your food ain't at the top. It's down here, not up here on this far side. Now normally this here would be about right about here normally, but they have it way up here at the top, way over here at the end. Now that's no good. You need one right about here, another one right about here. That way you get the temperature on this side and on this side, and believe me, it's needed. It is definitely needed. Moving on, got this all cleaned up. This is the chimney here. Redesigned it. So Before, it used to just have a little, I don't know, tab that you move back and forth. That wasn't working. It was falling apart left and right. So I designed this. So there's a little lever here, and turn the lever and it opens and closes. And it's nice and tight, so you know, if there's wind or any kind of vibration, it won't open on its own. The only way to open that is if you want it to open. Other than that, it will not open, which is good. You know, it's very good. So I have to clean out all the rust out of here, get that cleaned out, get it re-seasoned. Yeah, you actually have to season these or else they will rust. That there is the plate that goes in here. Once I get that cleaned up and everything welded up, then I'll clean that. That goes in here. Also, if you look here at the edge, there is no weld. They didn't weld it. It's like a pressure plate. Just put right in there. It's like, what the hell are these people thinking? Now, think, oh, that's not so bad. But in here, one of these sides here, if you get some light shining through, well, shine a light over here on this side, it'll shine through. That's no good. So I have to weld all of this here, all the way here, all the way around, the underside, the back part there. I also have to do this part here, weld all the way around, get that welded. The seal part that goes across for the door, because see that light coming through? That's no good. So I have to make the piece that goes around there so it won't, you won't see that light. You know, you won't get a lot of heat escape going through there. On the other side, I have to weld all the way around. On that side, I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I can definitely do it. I'll get it done. That clutch over here for this bike, now that I've seen that it's the pads are contaminated, full of goop and grease and God knows what else, I got an extra. Got an extra one here. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, why the hell did you get another one? You got two of them. What for? Well, actually, I got this one here on mistake. All right. I wanted the one with the needle bearings in it, and this one here, I ran it once a while back because that's all I had. This one here has a bushing, so I figured this here, I'll take this, make sure it's cleaned up. It's fairly decent, but make sure it's cleaned up. That there, I'll get that cleaned up. Then I'll take this here, drop this in there, and that'll give me plenty of time to get this one here all cleaned up and shiny and perfect again. That ain't going to be easy, but it's well worth it. You know, that way, while I'm running this one here, I'll have this one here on standby. I could just take just this here and drop it in there, but I figured I'll just go ahead and clean this one up and see if I can use it. I should be able to use it. I don't see no burrs or anything like that. Do you guys? I don't see any. I don't know if you guys can see that all too well, but I don't see any burrs in there, so that's good. I'll just get it cleaned up. It's just grease, but I guess you get contamination and you'll fry these, you know, like this one here. I got the Bully Turbo Clutch on here, $500 for that little thing. It's like, you know, I must have been out of my damn mind, but you know what? It works really good for an 18 horsepower plus, because I did a little bit of modifications to the motor, so it's a little over 18 horsepower, and that turbo bully clutch handles excellent. I mean, good God, is this thing awesome. So this one here, I'll switch things around, get shit cleaned up, and that'll go back on here eventually, because if I try to pull this thing, I mean, look at this. Good God. That's the belt. I can't pull it because the belt is driving me absolutely up the wall. Sorry, I am ranting and raving here, but good God, man. You know, I put a lot of time and work into this, and all right, so these here, they rusted up. I'll have to get those cleaned up. Those I'll probably end up putting down in here. You're not supposed to use any bottom plates in there, like, you know, for coals. You don't put coals in there. You don't put water in there. I mean, you can put a little bit, like a tray for moisture, but nah, you don't need it. You can put what's called tuning plates in here. So basically, they're sheets of steel, kind of like this here, and they go across. They, you know, cover this whole area and close off the heat and fire that comes up from in here. So basically, the heat will travel across and come up here. Now, you can space these here apart. You can space them apart, little here, little there, to let the heat up where you want the heat to come up. And that will give a perfect heating from side to side. It will be perfect, well, almost perfect. I mean, it'll be probably off by a few degrees or so, but a hell of a lot better than, like, you know, 15, 20 degrees difference. I mean, that's just too much of a difference. And this smoker here, it's pretty small. Unlike this monster here, I am just about 6 feet tall. This is eye level right here. That's eye level. So looking at about a good 5 feet, maybe 5.5. It's a monster. This is going to be an awesome smoker here. This is going to be good. It'll take a while. I need to get this one here done. I need to finish working on this beast. Get some of this stuff here cut and put up there, and get that done, or at least more of it done. So I got a bit to do still, you know, before I get to that one. But eventually I'll get to it, and it will be, it'll be a monster. It'll be fun. You know, cook some briskets and, you know, nice ribs and chicken, and I could do all that all at one time. I don't know if that's a good idea to do it all at one time. I need to get more affiliated with how it works and get it, you know, just right, get used to it, you know. And once I get used to the heating of it, and you only put wood in these. I mean, you can put a little bit of charcoal, like Kingsford or King something, whatever, charcoal to get it started. After that, it's strictly wood. You don't use no lighter fluid or anything like that. You don't want to use none of that. Only wood, just wood. And not pine, no evergreens. We're talking maple, applewood. I don't know about cherry wood, I guess, maybe, you know. Let's see. Uh, White oak, red oak, stuff like that, you know. Things that are, you know, hickory, mesquite, that kind of wood. That's what these are for, you know, and it gives it that smoke, nice smoke flavor. So, anyhow, that'll be a real nice one once I get used to it. I'll get used to this one here. That'll give me a head start for this one right there. I got a big old spool of welding line down there. I still have some more welding line in here. I'll use that up, getting it all sealed up, and once that's done, it'll be good. It'll be really good. So yep, that's about it for right now. I know I haven't posted in a while, so there we go. I know the shop is a complete disaster right now. I mean, I got crap everywhere. I need to clean up. God, I feel dirty. I feel real dirty. But I'll get it cleaned up eventually. I just need to focus on getting that done, I got a lot of projects. I really do. Alright, so anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.